A gorilla walks into a bar and orders a cold one. The bartender hands it to him and says, "That'll be $25. The gorilla pays, and the man walks off. A little while later, he's making conversation with someone saying, "Geez, you don't see too many gorillas in these parts." The gorilla says, "Well, geez, at these prices, I'm not surprised." This is Alexander, news anchor man with Channel 22 News, and you're watching the Matthew and Ellie Variety Show.
Oops, sorry.
And now, here are the hosts of our program, Matthew and Allie.
Welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of the Matthew and Allie Variety Show. If you're wondering what happened to my finger, I cut it when I was dicing some potatoes earlier. Stupid. Hey, it's not my fault. I guess I was adding some meat to potatoes. Ew. Sorry. Anyway, sorry it took us so long to get here. We had a couple glitches that we had to try and get over, but we're finally over them. And we present to you episode 3. Sally? On with the show!
Have more than perfect skin? Has your face always been smooth and clean? Maybe you've dreamed of having a face like a train wreck. Well, dream no more.
Hi, I'm Hugh Jass, inventor of Kinactive. Growing up, I was always the popular pretty boy. My mother even used to beat girls off me with a stick. Even modeling agencies did everything but throw bricks of money through my window to get me to pose for them. I created Kinactive because I always dreamed of having poor, oily, and pussy skin. After creating Kinactive, my skin became pretty much destroyed. Girls quit coming around, and my life pretty much sucked after using Kinactive. And yours can too. Don't believe me? Listen to these dissatisfied customers.
Before using Kinactive, I was voted the hottest guy in school. But since using Kinactive, not only is my skin horrible looking, I don't have any skin at all. Thank you, Kinactive, for ruining my life.
Now see for yourself that Kinactive is truly the worst thing for your skin, as our model demonstrates just how easy Kinactive works.
All you do is apply the skin-eating solution to your face using the patented Kinactive applicator, and within seconds, you'll feel the results. Kinactive, making you less beautiful one face at a time. Kinactive. Buy Kinactive for only $19.95 at most retail stores.
Oh, great. They're arm wrestling again.
Well, you know what the drill. Same as last time. You get the tickets, I'll set up the booth.
Ladies and gentlemen, here tonight we have the fight of the century. We have red hands versus blue hands in a final nasty grudge match of the century. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to fumble! Alright guys, let's have a good clean fight. No punching. Well, punching's okay. No spitting, no scratching, no biting, and no hitting below the belt. Alright, let's have a good clean fight. Let's shake hands and let's fight. Alright, now return to your respective corners. And let's have a good clean fight. Alright, go. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by pinfall is Blue Hands!
This is Alexander, your news anchorman for Channel 22 News with strange news in sports. You can use a golf club for all kinds of non-golfy purposes. Walking stick, fishing rod, club, just to name a few. And now you can add one more to that list. Fire starter. Over the weekend, a golfer's routine swing in the rough at Shady Canyon Golf Course in Irving, California struck a rock. Not so different from the way you play, right? Only this time, the impact caused a spark, and the spark set off a blaze that eventually covered 25 acres, according to Stephen Buck, general manager of the Shady Golf Course, and required the efforts of 150 county firefighters. Wow, and I felt bad the time I shanked a ball through the window of a house too close to the fairway. I was nothing compared to this. The golfer's name is being withheld, which is probably for the best, and no charges are going to be filed. Fortunately, it could all have been much worse. As it was, the blaze required both helicopters and on-the-ground crews. The conditions were right for a blaze, with dry brush from the recent heat wave just waiting for the right spark. Like, say, one caused by metal on rock. This has been Alexander, your news anchorman, signing off. Very off.
Yucky. That's how I feel right now. Yucky. I think I caught a cold. Wonderful summertime colds. And my entire body aches. I think that little germ likes to go above and beyond when he gets the chance. Dumb job security. See, I don't get sick very often, but when I do, I get sick. My entire body aches. I'm stuffy, tired, coughy, and sneezy. Grumpy and dopey too, but no happy. I think that germ likes to invite his friends when he sets up camp. They bring their power tools and start drilling, hammering, and sanding, building their homes, restaurants, pubs, city halls, and parks, using my local resources, mind you, and then start throwing loud parties until all hours of the night, shooting it up, drinking everything they can to make me loopy, singing their loud karaoke, backing up my nasal traffic with all their cars, clogging my lungs with all their smog, leaving all their trash lying around that I have to clean up by coughing, and they never let it down. It's like an up-all-night party, but the night just keeps going on and on and on. And then a few days later, after the white blood cells have had a chance to regroup, they're always caught off guard, the dummies. Why can't I have a standing army like every other nation? They bring in the heavy artillery and destroy all that's germs built, which doesn't make me feel any better while the battle goes on, but at least they're trying now. They'll let the hounds loose to attack, bomb the buildings, and chase those that survive away, which always leaves me at my weakest because then they have to use up more of my valuable resources. And then I get to recover, which, while the white blood cell guards the borders, I'm able to do, and all is well again.
Whenever I see your frightening face, I have to scream out loud, because you scare me, yes you do. You may think it's mean what I'm talking about, but it makes me shout, I gotta get out of here, yeah, I gotta go. Isn't it amazing that you can go scare me away? You're close, I go farther, and it just repeats every day. And I go farther. I thought I had found the most ugliest thing before in Hannibal Lecter, but that was well before I met ya. You see, your face looks like a leper, and I've tried to count the scars, but they're too numerous. And that dumb haircut that you're sporting makes everyone just start. Isn't it amazing that you can go scare me away? You're close, I go farther, and it just repeats every day. I go farther. No one can hold me back when I want to run away. Whenever I see you come to me, no one can hold me back when I want to run away. Whenever I see that you're coming my way, no one can hold me back when I want to run away. Whenever I see...
I'm bringing you a public service announcement to let you know that today is National Talk Like a Pirate Day. So all you landlubbers, Go ahead and and avast all you want, but no plundering. Leave that to those professionally qualified for it, eh?
Howdy y'all, and welcome to John with Bubba. Hope y'all's having a good week. I know I did. Just the other day I decided to go out hiking in the desert and got lost. I kept roaming as long as I could till I came to this old boy's house. I crawled up to this feller's porch with the last bit of energy I had until I couldn't crawl no more. Luckily the guy was home and he helped me up and took me in the house and helped me cool off. I asked this feller where the nearest town was and he told me it was about 20 miles up the road. I thanked him kindly and was about to leave when I remembered that I didn't have no way to get to where I was going when I saw this old horse out back. I turned and asked the feller if he wouldn't mind if I borrowed it till I got to town. The feller told me I was more than welcome to borrow it, but there's one catch to this old horse. He told me that it once belonged to a preacher, and to get this old mare a trotting, I had to say thank God, and to get him to stop, I had to say amen. So I got on the horse and yelled thank God, and this old horse plain as day took off a-running. Next thing you know, that old steed started running towards the cliff plain as day. I got so scared I forgot the thing I was supposed to say to get him to stop. Then I started praying as hard as I could and ended my prayer with amen. Suddenly that horse stopped and came within 4 inches of the edge of that cliff. Tell you what, man, I was so grateful. I looked up at the sky, leaned back, and said, thank God. Tell you what, man, that fault hurt like heck.
Hola, Casana!
Thank you everyone for watching episode 3, and before we let you guys go, we want to say thank you to every one of you who spread us around, because we now have well over 700 subscribers.
Thank you all. And we would like to thank each and every one of you individually. Since we can't do that because it will take up way too much time, we instead decided to use a song that we written, and Matthew, myself, Professor, and Wayne were all in it, and we performed it, and it was in the last episode that we posted up here for you. So go ahead and watch it, and we hope you like it, and we'll be back next week for more, because we're going to have lots of fun, okay guys? Yay!
There was once a king who lived in a 2-story hut. Every year he demanded a new throne from his people as a gift for being a king. He would store the old one in the 2nd story of his hut, and use the new one for his throne for the year. This worked well until one day the roof collapsed from the weight. The moral of the story? People who live in grass houses shouldn't stow thrones. That was the worst joke I ever heard.